You're listening to a space dedicated to capturing your sorrows and returning a complete, happy, and peaceful person to the world. Every time a notification pings, I always hope it's a message from you. Every time my name is called, I always wish it was your voice. Every time I watch a romantic movie scene somewhere, I imagine it's you and me. My New Year's wish, I dedicated it to one beautiful dream, to have you. Someone once said that loving in secret is like wearing headphones with the volume maxed out. Outsiders hear only silence, but only the person wearing them knows how fiercely their heart screams and aches. I also read somewhere that it's like evening stars, sometimes they appear, sometimes they don't. You never know when you'll see them, yet you keep looking up, endlessly hoping. Unrequited love is like choosing to walk down a one-way street, seeing no one coming back towards you, only a single path ahead to rush down. It's also like a game of chance. If the person you like happens to like you back, it's a great stroke of luck. But if you fall for someone who doesn't like you, and moreover, doesn't even know of your feelings, how unlucky for your heart it is. Love that cannot be spoken is the weakest love in the world, yet it is also incredibly beautiful and precious. For in the eyes of those in love, there is always a rose-tinted lens, making every scene as poetic as a fairy tale. Here's the first letter, from a listener named Bunny. I sincerely want to send you this letter as my official goodbye to you. To the person I truly, truly liked. I met you on a chilly evening. You were sitting inside a coffee shop, and I was outside the glass door. I'll never forget that moment, and I immediately believed we would share a deep emotional connection. And the truth proved that it was indeed deeply etched in my heart, but it was only unrequited love. I never thought a girl who hadn't felt anything for anyone in so many years could fall so madly in love. Perhaps you were the perfect catalyst. Our story began with a message from me. Hey, I think you're really cute. If you don't have a wife, kids, or a partner, reply to me. You told me you weren't available. What did I do for the past 8 months? I tormented myself, suffered, and imagined a future for us. I couldn't accept that I wasn't the right person for you. I did everything, and even now, looking back, I feel ashamed. But in the end, it was always your polite rejections about a relationship. One day, I read an online post where someone asked the original poster, "Why don't you suffer from unrequited love like I do?" The poster calmly replied, "Because you want to possess them." I suddenly had an epiphany. Yes, I liked you so much that my affection transformed into a desire for possession. I don't want that. I want you to be happy and not feel forced. Confessing is about expressing feelings, not coercing a relationship. I know you're happy now with the person you truly like. Thank you for helping me learn a valuable lesson in acceptance and letting go in 2023. No matter the time or place, I wish you true happiness. I agree with Bunny. Confessing is to express feelings, not to force a relationship. Sometimes, saying what you think releases those long-hidden emotions. Saying, "I like you," can simply be a way to unburden yourself because we can't force anyone to love us, right? Once you've let go, I hope you learn to love yourself. Then you'll be lucky in love, meeting someone you like and who, by chance, likes you back. Next is a letter from a listener named Moon. I like you, just 3 simple words, but why can't I ever bring myself to say them? That autumn, the season of golden sunlight also held the unrequited love of a little girl for a boy. I don't know when I started liking you so much. Maybe it was your eyes. Eyes that carried the hope of autumn, along with a small heart that nurtured dreams every day. I was so stubborn back then. I knew you had a girlfriend, but I still thought you noticed me. How foolish, right? Even now, I realize that no matter how many people I like, I can't forget your image. Finally, thank you for appearing in my life and helping me grow up. And I apologize for fantasizing about my place in your life. Goodbye, Moon. Indeed, everyone who experiences unrequited love is like that. Their minds are constantly filled with dreams. That's not foolish at all. Who doesn't long to love and be loved, right? To write these lines, our Moon must have learned many lessons. Our little friend has matured after that unrequited love, and that is truly precious. You will learn to love yourself more and know that you deserve happiness. You may not forget that person, but let those feelings sink deep into your heart, like a beautiful memory of youth. Life is long, you will meet many more people, and who knows, one day you will find the one truly meant for you. There's a concept for not being able to forget someone's image, a forever crush. A forever crush is an affection for someone that's hard to fade. They will always hold a special place in your consciousness, a name you can't forget. In other words, if that person accidentally appears or is simply mentioned by someone, your heart will flutter again. Most of us have such a name, a silent love in our hearts, yet peaceful when mentioned, not causing heartbreak, torment, or regret. Many also believe that a forever crush is actually just admiration and fondness. Because they are special, they naturally hold a priority in your mind, but it's not necessarily unrequited love. So let's read the letter from our listener, Strawberry, to see who her forever crush is. A forever crush is the most fitting name I can give him. For 7 years of silently liking him, I was deliriously happy with the stories we shared every day, and then there were times I fell into extreme despair with the very love I had created. I used to be a very toxic and negative person. In the beginning, he was very patient with me, but gradually he became helpless, and we grew further and further apart. It was only later, reflecting on it, that I realized the reason our relationship deteriorated was me. We were nothing, but because of my stubborn thought that he was mine, I unconsciously forced him to absorb my negativity and soothe me. But it was too late for things to go back. Now, he's half a world away from me, and I know my friend will grow and fly high. Honestly, the thing I most want to say in this letter is an apology, a truly belated apology. My hip-hop, I love you and I'm so sorry. I believe Strawberry's apology will reach hip-hop soon. Don't torment yourself so much anymore. By writing these words, I believe you've already let go of some of the lingering pain in your heart. Unrequited love stories are 3 parts beautiful, 7 parts painful. Beautiful because of the innocent pursuit of a pure, one-sided affection that makes us foolish, yet also makes us easily laugh and feel joy. Painful because it also plunges us into a pit of sadness and disappointment. Unrequited love makes us feel every emotion easily. Just one message can leave us dazed for an entire day. Just one casual greeting can make us overthink countless things. An apology from them can make us feel like we're the ones at fault. A simple compliment can make us imagine a whole future together. Even at the height of our despair, if they ask for a favor, we'll smile and help. Even if we're overwhelmed, we'll sit and listen all evening if they have something sad to say. All our emotions arise simply because of someone else's feelings. The next letter is from a listener named Jelly. Recently, the couples I've followed since the beginning have all been announcing their breakups, one after another. Sad, isn't it? I don't know why. They were together for years, even over a decade. They held hands, grew up together, walked side by side, and were present in each other's lives, yet even they reached a point of stopping. I've liked different people for a few months, a year, and the longest was 4 years. That was a classmate in middle school. He was smart, quite reserved, and not very serious. Doesn't sound like much to like, right? Perhaps the only thing that salvaged his image was that he was good at math, and my weakness was math. So, that was it, I just liked him. At first, I thought it wouldn't last long, but silently, quietly, that feeling followed me for 4 years. I watched him date one person after another, and it didn't bother me because I knew this unrequited love wouldn't go anywhere. When I went to high school, I liked him for another year, and by 11th grade it was completely over. I was so happy then because my heart felt lighter. I still paid attention if I heard his name, but I no longer felt flustered when I accidentally saw him. I no longer looked for his figure after school. It's just that when I see him again, I still can't chat happily with him like I can with other friends. I don't want to talk to him, and it's like I even dislike him now. Sometimes I wonder if unrequited love and mutual love that ends in a breakup share the same fate. 1, we hate each other and never speak again. 2, there's still a ripple of feeling when their name is mentioned. Even though it's over, perhaps you and I cannot deny that unrequited love made a sleeping heart suddenly awaken, full of life and strong emotions, with states that only unrequited love can explain. So, whether we remain friends or not later on, I silently thank that feeling for appearing, for letting me know my heart could also flutter with love. Some choose to end an unreciprocated love by gently letting go, a heart exhausted from discreetly giving without expecting anything in return. Some feel relieved. But there are also endings that open up endless torment, like Ngan, who carried his unspoken love for Ha Lan his entire life, to the point of having to leave Du village because he couldn't bear to hold on to it anymore, and didn't want to. No one in unrequited love would claim to be joyful or happy. If Ngan had directly told Ha Lan he loved her back then, the story might not have had a different ending, because it was clearly a one-sided love. Ha Lan had chosen to leave, so even if Ngan had confessed, Ha Lan wouldn't have returned to him, to Du village. Therefore, the choice to express or keep feelings hidden depends on both parties at that moment. Many say you can't live your youth twice, so if you love and like someone, just express it. Speak your heart so you don't regret it 2, 5, or 10 years later. Saying it out loud is the end of it, no more burdens. But if speaking it out only unburdens you, doesn't that burden then fall onto the person being confessed to? Life is never easy. When you feel it's easiest, someone else is surely carrying the difficult part for you. We only focus on the confessor's feelings, to lighten their heart, to avoid regret. But what about the person being confessed to? How will they face that sudden confession? Will they feel pressured, overthink things? There are feelings that, when left unsaid, are the right choice. Perhaps you like someone who is already in a relationship, or you admire someone who already has a partner or family, or when the person you like is going through many difficulties in life. There are many other situations where I believe you can understand and know what to do. Keep those feelings to yourself, so as not to add more burden to the other person, not to go against ethical norms, and also to let that feeling grow large enough within you for you to be sure whether it's right or wrong. So, the choice to express or to keep silent is not just about satisfying your own feelings. After all, it's you who likes them. If you express the torment in your heart now for their sake, will they then be left with their own pain and torment, asking themselves a myriad of why questions? Would they gamble their own happiness for you? But if you choose to speak out and are rejected, you're hurt, and then they might act in a way that makes you feel like you've been given a chance, creating a vicious cycle. And so, you'd never escape that feeling. Therefore, I hope you'll be truly clear-headed and know what is necessary for yourself. Does that relationship compel you to hold on to it? Ultimately, unrequited love is loving by yourself, wishing by yourself for your feelings, thinking by yourself, tormenting yourself, delighting by yourself in the dreamy scenarios you paint, and suffering by yourself when things don't go as you wish. Everything is done by yourself. So, you know what? If everything is done by yourself, then healing, overcoming, loving, and comforting yourself can also be done by yourself. Or from tomorrow, Ngan, I'm sorry, I can't hurt Ha Lan. What is Ha Lan to me? Can Ngan take care of her? Would she let Ngan take care of her? Do you know how many proposals I've turned down? Ngan, I'm sorry, I won't go to Saigon. I won't be trapped in this bitter cold of Du again. It's enough for just one Ngan to be trapped. So now I want you to find someone as you hope. Live happily. Let these tears be only mine. Go back in time to where my heart knew no longing, no love. Go back to where my heart wasn't entangled. If we hadn't known each other then, it wouldn't hurt like this, because I know it's only me. I keep loving you in secret, but I don't know how to stop loving you so much. I'll just accept it, since you don't love me, my dear.